we've seen so many breakthroughs with students who maybe were kind of afraid to start talking to a counselor, therapist, teacher.
Definitely can be preventative, and also to destigmatize mental illness as well as suicide.
I do believe it's preventative. We are dedicated to doing it, and I can't wait for this program to take hold in my new district also.
AIR's programs for schools, such as Coming Up for AIR for the middle and high school students, as well as the Exploring Emotions Through the Eyes of Dogs program for the younger students, are two amazing programs that get kids talking about the importance of mental health, as well as being able to find help when they need it from the trusted adults in their world. I cannot recommend this program highly enough as a school counselor, as a licensed mental health clinician, and as a mom.
And we're very fortunate to have 8 dogs. That is going to increase the whole culture of the school.
Just having Riley here makes the students feel more like they're part of a family.
They have just a certain energy, you know, it's very calming.
Teenagers are very anxious, and being able to have that relief when they are feeling anxious just with a dog in the room is tremendous.
Really comforting to have a dog right here. You know?
The program has just grown. It was a grassroots program. We started talking to young people about mental health, and we started going places. And not everybody wanted to talk about mental wellness or suicide prevention, but I would always have my little dog Mickey with me. And what we found was people didn't want to talk about mental health, but they would come up and they would talk about your dog. And 9 out of 10 people would then share their own story.
And then we lost a child to suicide at our high school and had to bring the dogs in to help children who were grieving, staff members who were grieving.
We had a group of students who were very close to this one student who had taken her own life. And although they were sitting together in one of our media centers, they weren't really talking to anybody. Half hour later, the therapy dogs came into the room, and the therapy dogs, through some divine intervention, went right to those students and started to interact with that group of students. And it was really amazing to see not only the impact that the dogs had on the students, but then the students started opening up through the dogs and talking not only to each other, but also talking to the adults. From that point on, I saw the power of the therapy dogs and the power that they could have in a school, and we started building out our program from there.
There's actually research, it's evidence-based, that when people look at a dog, releases oxytocin, which is the relationship hormone.
I mean, everybody smiles when they see a dog.
And then when you pet a dog, it releases serotonin and dopamine, which are the de-stressing brain chemicals. Also, when you pet a dog, it lowers your cortisol level, which is your stress hormone. So there's so many positive responses that happen when you interact with the dog.
Dogs can help you get like a clear head and find the solution a lot of the time.
You know, Dr. Smith, as former superintendent, would have his at the board meeting. We would spend many, at times of a tense meeting in the middle of a pandemic, where he would have his dog Jojo present to just help us all cope.
And Mickey actually received an award for the work that he was doing with students with mental health. And when we received his award, everybody would come up to me and say, you know, my dog helped me, my dog helped me. And that really was the inspiration for starting the therapy dog program.
Absolutely recommend the AIR organization to other people, school district.
I think our district is a much happier place, a different place, because we have our own army of AIR dogs.
So I think that the AIR therapy program is just amazing and so positive.
The AIR Dogs therapy program is a very special program.
It started in July, and we met weekly right up until school shut down for the pandemic.
Tricia Baker, the founder of AIR Dogs, put Bruno right into shape, and he's doing what he's intended to do, which is spread love.
I know if he's getting a little stressed out, and he knows when I'm getting stressed out or if I'm upset. So our relationship is rock solid, and I really credit the training with AIR Dogs for that.
I think part of the advantage is like it's a connection, and also like you can help other people through your pet. So it strengthens your bond with your dog, and it strengthens your bond with other people too.
We work with teams in the schools. We focus on safety for students as well as staff, and it sets us apart from other therapy dog programs.
I know that we have a teacher in our building who is highly allergic and she has a carpeted floor. Lucy never goes anywhere near that room, so I can respect her allergy.
Some people are not dog people. They're afraid of dogs, or maybe they just don't like dogs.
The benefits that the dog can do for all of the children, even the ones who are afraid, because they don't have to touch the dog. The dog can just be in the classroom, far outweighs any of the challenges that could arise.
No matter what age student we are talking to, I always see a tremendous response to the dogs, and it makes my heart feel good to know that our little dogs can make so many people feel so much better.
Effective, meaningful, and life-saving.
Don't just say goodbye. You are more than just a